Hello everybody. Okay, so I'm going to review another product today, and if you've been watching my reviews you can see I'm pretty budget conscious. I don't have an unlimited amount of money to do this with, and really I'm just doing this for my own fitness, so whenever possible I try and save some cash. That's why you'll see a lot of Titan gear in my gym. They have good enough stuff a lot of the time and they're half the cost of Rogue. I'll still buy Rogue if I feel like it's worth it, and if there's a difference and it justifies the difference in cost. But I also scour a lot of other sites. So I've bought stuff off of Amazon. I bought Amazon Basics things. I'll check Walmart.com. I'll check Sears.com. Areas that you don't ordinarily think of to buy fitness gear, because sometimes you can buy something that's just as good and it doesn't really cost you that much money. Today though, I'm going to show you something that I bought on the cheap and I regretted it. So here's the background. I like incline ab boards. I like to do sit-ups on an incline. I know that's not popular now. Everybody's doing planks. Incline sit-up boards are considered old school and people don't use them. I've used them in the past and I've gotten fantastic results. So everybody's an experiment of one. A training method that maybe works for some people might not work for everybody. I still like them, and I wanted one, but you'll notice, again, they're out of style. So a lot of manufacturers don't even make one anymore. And there are some things you can get. Rogue makes a bench that you can decline. I think it's called the AB3. It costs $1,000 for a bench. Now, yeah, you can use it as an actual weight bench and do your incline bench press and decline bench press and things like that on it and use it as your flat bench, I guess. But $1,000 for a bench, holy cow. And so I thought about, well, what if I just made one? And I really didn't have a lot of luck trying to find something. I used to work out in a gym on a military base, and they had this amazing thing that had like 8 different decline settings. I loved it. I got in great shape on that. I actually had six-pack abs. I'll show you a picture of this. Just, you know, if you're squeamish, be prepared to cover your eyes in horror at the sight of my hideous physique. I've gotten six-pack abs before, and I credit a lot of it to the incline bench. Now, obviously part of it's diet, and I was running a lot, and you'll see I'm not really that heavy. But I think there's a place for incline bench, and there wasn't a place to buy one. So Walmart had one on sale. It was some kind of closeout, and Walmart.com gets their stuff from all kinds of manufacturers, so you don't really know where it's coming from a lot of time. But this was some kind of closeout, and they were selling it for $38.59. I had seen what looked like the same board on other websites for 70 or 80 bucks, and I thought, hey, $38.59, how can you really go wrong there with something that is basically not something that involves any technology or moving parts? Should be really easy to produce an incline sit-up board. And this is one of the few where I went cheap and I regretted it. It is not a good purchase. If you see this thing, do not buy it, even at any price. It's not a good sit-up board. I use it a little bit, but let me show you what it is and what the difficulty is with it. So there it is with my guitar amp and just general mess and computers and the coffee table I haven't put in the middle of my living room yet. But this thing is terrible. It's too narrow. And the things that hold your knees and feet are uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on this thing and do a few reps and then talk about the problems with it. First and most importantly, this thing is just too small to get comfortable on. Maybe it's appropriate for children or something like that, but if you're a full-grown man, you are not gonna like this thing. The posts that would hold your knees, they're too close together. You really have to kind of scrunch your knees together. The geometry of the way the knees and ankles works is not good, and I'll show you what's going on with that. And the thing is kind of narrow, not much padding. This is just like they produced one as inexpensively as they possibly could, and it shows. Okay, let's look at it from the side for a little bit. These things, the geometry, they're too close. You kind of have to really crunch your feet in there, and I'll go ahead and get in it and show you. Really, the only way to do it is to start from a standing position. And then these things are too narrow, left and right, so you have to put your knees closer together than what you'd probably think is comfortable. And now we'll try and give you the front view of it. You'll see how narrow these things really are. So like, this is my hands on the outside of this thing. I really have to put my knees very close together in order to use this thing. And there's really nothing holding these on. They just sort of slide around. Overall, this is very small and I don't like it. So would I buy it again? I can kind of use this thing, and the cost was really low. It's only $38.59. I'm looking at it right now. So $38.59 plus tax is what this thing cost me, and there are not a lot of other options out there, especially not any that make sense from a price standpoint. So, I mean, I kind of use it. If I had to make this decision again, I would totally not get this unit. I just wouldn't. It's crappy. It's just not very good. Sometimes you go cheap and you get what you pay for, and that's exactly what happened here. This thing is just not very good. So, personal opinion, avoid this sucker, 2 thumbs down. It works barely, and I guess you can't expect a lot for $40, but I expected more than this, and this thing is terrible. So have a great next workout. If you're lucky, it won't involve a terrible incline sit-up board like this one, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.